It is estimated that there are about 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora living and working in various sectors of the economies of these countries. But the snag is that this huge population cannot participate in the electoral process of their home country, Nigeria. Why, you may ask? The Diaspora this week will be talking to some diaspora Nigerians in America, Canada, United Kingdom, Asia, and Oceania on how they feel about the issue and what needs to be done going forward. And that's not all. We also have a snippet of the 7th Annual Forum of the Nigerian American Lawyers Association in Maryland in the United States of America. The Chairman CEO Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Irewa, was honored with an Excellent Leadership Award. And do not forget our Diasporan of the Moment. This is your favorite show, The Diaspora, and I am your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. Please stay. Mr. Charles Ake is a Nigerian-American, a computer scientist with foregrounding in ICT. He will be talking to us about why Nigerians in the diaspora should vote in Nigeria's elections and other issues. Please watch.
As a computer scientist, what are you bringing to the table? What are you thinking towards Nigeria, your home country?
Well, I'm one of the guys, and there's many of us. And yeah, I like the brain circulations. And then there was a program during Obasanjo time that was chaired through Professor Ajay, late Professor J.O. Ajay. And we were able to begin to meet with our own counterpart here in Nigeria to begin to proffer a solution of brain knowledge transfer. Because as you know, most of us that are in diaspora probably sees the technology first before it gets to any other part of the world. Now, having said that, the idea of coming together with some of these experts and begin or revamp the program that was there, that we were collaborating with the NIDA, which is Nigerian Information Technology Development Agency here in Abuja. And we were able to also collaborate with the universities to begin to transfer the knowledge via trainer. That's one aspect. Also, there's other aspects on technology transfers that we can bring to bear. But the only difference is here is that it has not been harnessed. And I believe that NIDACOM should be that bridge to begin to look for these experts, or I might call them technological ambassadors, if I can say that.
Yes, another issue I would like to you to talk about is the issue of diaspora voting. Recently, the bill in the National Assembly was thrown out. We don't know why. What's your take on that?
First and foremost, I'm very disappointed that that was done. Again, I ask them to forgive me. The diasporas are not only to make money for Nigeria. That's when they know that we are part of Nigeria. The money that comes in, how many billions that comes in now, all of a sudden we are. But when it comes for us to also partake in our back rights, then there is issues with it. I am disappointed when I read that vote has been not accepted. And then I'm thinking that it's about time that the diaspora get together. Because as they said in Igbo language, Igbo Bike, that is our strength is in our unity. And begin to talk to each of our senators. I think we need to take it to grassroots and letting our senators directly in our communities and constituencies to know that we are not very happy with the outcome. Every other developing or developed nation does have a way for their citizens to partake in the democratic process of their country. Because we are not there does not mean that we don't have interest. Because we are not there does not mean that we are not citizens. I think and I hope, what I'm thinking is not what it is, that some of them are scared of the knowledge or the wherewithal that some of us can bring to bear. So the best thing to do is to stop us at the beginning of the stream. And this voting right is part of that beginning of the stream. If people can read the rise of Malaysia, if people can read how India came to be, we'll give you a few of those, including the Israelites, including some other places, including just Ukraine. You see a lot of them returning back from US to go to fight for their country. Now, when you shut down, and that's part of the problems that has been an impediment for development in Nigeria, because we believe that they don't count us. And when they count us, it's when they need the money to come in. Now, for them to have shut down the diaspora voting bill, they have indirectly shut down the interests of the diaspora to help in the development. Now, if you're saying that you want us to be part of the development, but you don't want us to be part of the voting process, so how does that tally together? That's a question I'm asking Nigerians. We don't want you to be part of the voting process, but we want you to be part of the development process. How does that work?
Diaspora direct investment. Is Nigeria an investment destination?
Yes. Nigeria is a heaven of opportunities in investment, in everywhere, from ICT to anywhere, name it, because it is an emerging market. It is a developing nation. And every emerging market or developing nation has a lot of benefit comes with it. At the same time, there's also some demerits in them. Yes, there's insecurities in the country. Of course, there was an insecurity in the United States in the 1940s, but still they were developed. Also, there were insecurities in China. Today, they are also part of the world powers. There was also insecurities in India. So some of these things are out there that all of us can go and read, but they rise or they've risen above those insecurities. The question is, why can't Nigeria rise above those insecurities? Now, the other question is, are there any type of concerted effort to paint these things the worst or more worse than it is? And the question that we ask ourselves is, as a diaspora, what do you take to make sure that you are not being scared for something that may not be there? Of course, don't get me wrong now. There is an insecurities in the country. That means you must tread with carefulness. Now, the federal government must come to bear, because looking backwards, they know that the federal government is with them, backing up securities, backing up legal processes. So it gives what we call the added hope, and then it becomes a surety, and at the same time, it becomes a down payment. So we need some of these processes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We'll call you again.
I'm always here.
Thank you for your patriotism. Now let's hear from other diaspora Nigerians in other continents of the world.
Nigerians' diaspora voting is necessary to be pursued to its logical conclusion. The current situation is not its logical conclusion, because there are room for the National Assembly, the Nigerian diaspora, to sit down and have discussion around some of the technicalities that might have warranted the position of the National Assembly, which led to their declining of the bill. Nigerian diaspora needs to work together with other critical stakeholders, both in government and outside, other NGOs that are well experienced and well established in this process of diaspora voting. Like I mentioned earlier, diaspora voting is not a new thing in the world. Nigeria is not the only country that has ever undertaken this, and there are more than 100 countries, and so the diaspora with the National Assembly needs to work together to put these things in proper perspective. The INEC, they are also ready. They are critical stakeholder. They are also ready to, put in place any technicalities that might have, that will seamlessly allow them to, to undertake, any exercise of, voting of diaspora outside the country.
Diaspora voting is when Nigerians who live outside of the country can vote during elections. Unfortunately, towards the 2023 elections, it appears diasporans will not be able to vote. And this is really bad, because a lot of people are complaining diasporans want to vote. Because most diasporans believe that the way they can contribute to their country is to be part of the process that of what of what brings the next government into office. Unfortunately, because of some dilly-dallying that has happened for several years, it now appears that in 2023, Nigerians in diaspora will never be able to vote. And if we look at it this way, Nigeria is a very blessed country. Nigeria has, almost anything that you can ever think of. Nigerians who live in the diaspora are part of the resources that Nigeria has. So in solving Nigerian problems, we should be able to get Nigerians who live in the diaspora to be part of the process. But now it appears that it's late and there's nothing that can be done about it. I think Nigerians should be able to, particularly the National Assembly, should be able to come up with a formula that enables Nigerians who live abroad to contribute to their country through voting. After all, we bring in a lot of stuff. We organize missions. I'm in Nigeria right now, and I've brought in some investors. In a few days' time, some of these guys will be talking with some governments, and potentially some very good money will be coming into Nigeria that can create jobs. I want to be part of that process. Even though I'm not interested in politics, I don't want to become a governor or a senator. But I still believe that not all of us should be in government. Many of us should be able to be part of the process of bringing in those that will be in government.
Nigerian diaspora should have absolute rights to vote because, but for their travel outside of Nigeria, they could vote during our elections if they are within Nigeria. Most countries, big and small in Africa and in Europe, even in the US, allow their diasporas to vote during local and national elections. Some even reserve seats for their diaspora in the National Assembly. So we don't understand why Nigeria is kind of reluctant to grant this basic simple right to the diaspora. Also, another important reason that the Nigerian diaspora should be allowed to vote is the amount of huge remittances that Nigerian diaspora continue and contribute to send to the people back home to make lives better for our citizens, for our fellow Nigerians, our family members. The World Bank estimated that, actually estimates, because it is something that is done annually, that such annual remittances are greater than most international aids received by Nigeria. So for these two important reasons, I think diaspora, voting should be, a done deal. It's not something that we should actually worry about, and especially our legislators should be afraid of. It is something that honors Nigeria and actually, make Nigerian democracy more robust.
It is very important because Nigerian diaspora made a large contribution to Nigeria's economy, that they cannot be left outside the elective process. And it's very simple in the sense that some of the problems that they have during elections in Nigeria won't happen when in overseas, because everything is in place. It's a question of getting the perfect software for the process, and you allow all Nigerians to register in the embassy where they reside, and then the election is going to be conducted through the embassy. It is a process that will be very transparent if allowed, and whatever comes out of it will be 100% accurate, because the question of people buying votes will not come by. And the federal government and the National Assembly should stop giving excuses that the process is going to be very, very expensive. I believe the Nigerian government wants to do it. They can actually do it, more so when the INEC said it is doable. So I don't see any reason why it cannot be done.
the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria should see diaspora voting as a right step in the right direction. And when people say diaspora vote is expensive, I mean, it is funny because I do not see how expensive it can ever be. It's just it's just a matter of all Nigerians resident in the country of residence, just go to the embassy and cast your vote, and the results will be transmitted real time onto the server. So as voting is going on in Nigeria, voting will be going on all over the world. All Nigerians will go to the embassy, cast your vote, and at the end of the exercise, the results from each embassy will be transmitted real time. So I do not see any. It is not expensive. That's the point, and it can never be expensive. If NT International, when they have international broadcast, what happens is they send, the recording, online. So same way. So results will be transmitted online. So I do not see, we don't need special equipment. Rather than the same voting material, the same equipment that will be used in all wards in Nigeria, just send few to embassies abroad and then capture voters, all Nigerian residents in the host countries, cast their votes. At the end of the exercise for the day, collate the results and send to the server.
Thank you all. We are super proud of you. The Nigerian American Lawyers Association, NALA, held its 7th annual forum in Maryland in the United States of America. The chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Arewa, was represented by Mrs. Abi Janedu Mohammed at the forum.
While we are all gathered here, I would like to commend NALA for its continuous positive representation of Nigeria in the U.S., and I urge you all to continue this good work. Heeding the clearing call of His Excellency, President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, to all Nigerians in the diaspora, to be good ambassadors of Nigeria anywhere they are by their character, comportment, and daily action. I would like to use this opportunity to keep you abreast of the various programs and events which the Commission has tailored to engage the Nigerian diaspora, such as yourselves. Some of these programs are Nigeria Diaspora Investment Summit, NDIS. This summit aims to identify ready and prospective investment opportunities in Nigeria that Nigerians in Nigeria can explore. Some of these sectors include agribusiness, education, training and skills development, healthcare, etc. This event is held annually in November. There's also the Diaspora Housing Fair. This is an annual program that attracts a lot of Nigerians in the diaspora to key into the real estate sector of the economy. We also collaborated with MPN for Diaspora Money Scheme. 600 plus diaspora icons compendium is also in the works. This is a compilation of short biographies of Nigerians from all over the world who are excelling in the various fields of the world. This book seeks to celebrate and showcase their achievements while serving as an inspiration to other Nigerians in the diaspora. The Commission hopes to also distribute same to as many Nigerians in the diaspora as possible. The Diaspora Quarterly Lecture Series. This lecture series important serves as a medium of continuous conversation between the government of Nigeria through the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission and the Nigerians in Diaspora for effective and sustained mobilization for the sake of national development.
And now to our diaspora of the moment.
Our diaspora of the moment is Tracy Ebiogbode. Tracy hails from Edo State in Nigeria and resides in Verona, Italy. She has won the 11th series of the Italian MasterChef with a menu she called L'Abbraccio, the Embrace. The popular show is televised on the Italian network to millions of audiences across the country. At the final, Tracy, who came to Italy with her family as a child, braved the odds in a stiff competition against two young male chefs to emerge victorious. With the victory, Tracy, who is a waitress and resides in Verona, carted home 100,000 euros and the right to publish a book of recipes. Congratulations, Tracy. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
Ha! Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down. Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging,
Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
If you must travel, travel legitimately. Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please don't hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Instagram at NIDCOM_Gov, on our Twitter page at NIDCOM_Gov, on our YouTube page at NIDCOM_Gov, and on our website at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network and NTA International on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m., on NTA International on Friday at 3:30 a.m., on NTA International on Saturday at 11 a.m., and on NTA News 24 on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. And you can join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 a.m. And you can join us on Ben TV London at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. I remain your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.